Yo, Steve.
Yes, Nathan.
I heard you had a correction to make.
Yeah, a couple of them. First off, I mentioned something about Persephone and Hercules, and I directly challenged B.
It was pretty heated in the air.
Yeah, there was lightning. It was dangerous. I was angry. She was like, "You're a fucking idiot."
She almost grabbed a knife, to be honest. It was kind of scary.
Why'd you leave a knife next to her anyway?
That's a great point.
Turns out, I may have been misinformed.
You mean to say that you were wrong?
Well, that's not exactly what I... Yeah, I was wrong. So, you win this time, Brienne.
Wait, how were you wrong exactly? Like, in what way? Like,
He didn't go to hell and rescue Persephone.
I'm sorry, one more time?
So, then we were also talking about a Greek philosopher that I had mentioned, and you're like, there's no way he's a Greek.
I didn't say that. I said I'd probably know about him if he,
And you didn't know about him, and he was a Greek philosopher.
Wait, like from the early time, later?
Yeah, pre-Socratic.
Pre-Socratic. Oh God, that's pretty early.
Yeah, he was actually one of the founding blocks, one of the founding fathers of philosophy that would later build upon philosophy. I have a little fact right here. I'm going to read to you. His name was Heraclitus.
Oh, yeah, I know Heraclitus.
And he was a pre-Socratic Greek philosopher. He's known for being the father of several major schools of philosophy that would influence Western thought for generations to come, as well as being a grade A pussy. He would have cried at Kleenex commercials if they had Kleenex back in ancient Greece. Heraclitus' name resembles a cross between Heracles and clitoris, a fact which he would sometimes ruminate upon at night as he cried himself to sleep in his cold, cold bed. But that is in fact how he ended up dying, literally buried in his own shit.
Wow. I am learning quite a bit today. I mean, I knew about the, all the other stuff, but, burying himself in a pile of shit, that's pretty interesting.
I just can't wrap my head around it. Who would want to detoxify and toxins, and that was going to cure him? What drove him to that thought that would work?
Osmosis.
Osmosis Jones, he actually saw that movie and he was just so depressed afterwards that that was the only idea that he could...
What would you do? Like, what would make you bury yourself in a pile of shit? I mean, is there anything that you would do? Let's say someone took your mother hostage, or,
Keep her. Just no. What would? I'm very passionate about cake. Very passionate about gluten. I love gluten a lot. So if someone said that was going to cure me from any kind of ailment, so that I'm able to have cake because I'm not supposed to. So if they said that would work, I'd be on deck for that.
Oh, okay. So if that cured you, you would... Okay,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even second, let's do this. Whose shit am I burying myself into? My own? Great, let's do it.
This has been quite informative.
I love cake. I actually had a video game that I played very avidly in a clan called Fat Princess. Fun game.
Is this like an online game, or is it free to play?
PlayStation.
And there's a clan for it?
Yes.
What?
It was huge. And it was capture the flag style, and you fed the princesses cake so that they would get fat, so it was harder for the other team to capture them and bring them back. It's the red and the blue sides. And I absolutely fell in love with that game only because I saw a piece of cake being on the advertisement for it.
I have to say, that game sounds pretty amazing.
It's fantastic. Lots of glitching, but it was kind of an independent game to begin with, and then it just kind of blew up out of that.
I actually saw an ad for it on my PS3 the other day when I turned it on. And I was like, that reminds me that I should be eating cake.
Yes. Yes.
Well, speaking of cake,
Yeah.
yeah,
Cake.
But, you know, I can definitely understand the idea of just being surrounded with your own shit all the time and being so full of shit that you end up dying. I feel I'm close and we may get there. But until then, I think that we should continue sharing ideas because when it comes down to it, we need to talk.